Windows 10. This is the newest operating system that everybody talks about. We're not gonna lie, Windows 10 is a really great operating system. Sure, yes, the UI is not the same as Windows 7 or Vista, it's not beautiful, it doesn't feel modern or anything. But in my case, Windows 10, well, if I were to describe Windows 10 in a few words, I would say modern. Yeah, and that's it. This is the newest operating system supported by Microsoft, but recently came out a new operating system called Windows 11. And this is what will actually succeed to Windows 10. So alright, before we say goodbye to Windows 10 one last time, I wanted to install it on a computer and run it, because why not? This will be so funny actually to use Windows 10 for one last time. Yeah, so what I'll do is that I take a random USB key, fingers crossed it works, and then I'll be downloading the Windows 10 Home ISO, then I just flash it on the USB and then I boot it from the USB to the laptop, and then yeah, whatever, you get the things. You get the things. This little guy is looking at me. Oh my god, I'm scared. Help me please. Okay, so I managed to finally download my Windows 10 ISO, which is over there. So now I also have downloaded an old version of Rufus. I have no idea if it works. Right, so I've got my USB key over there, and what will I do is that I will wipe data that is in it, even if there's nothing in it, and then I will start making a bootable USB using Rufus. Wish me luck. I've got my USB over there. Yes, it's normal if there's no shell in it, because the shell is broken, so I had to remove it. I'm just going to put it inside the PC carefully, because I'm literally holding the motherboard of the USB, and it's detected. I'm currently wiping the USB key, and when it will be wiped, I will start making my bootable USB, and fingers crossed. So we're going to begin the installation of Windows 10. So what am I gonna do is that I'm going to insert my bootable USB right into the laptop, start it up, and then after that, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna get switch from it. Yeah, as you can tell, Windows is booting. Okay, so it has booted into the Windows 10 setup, so... Oh yeah, the trackpad is still dead. Okay, so... let's begin this setup. Okay, so this PC was previously running Windows 10 Home Edition, but the problem is, since there's no more operating system, well, I don't have any activation key, so I'm just going to skip install Windows only. Okay, so I just created partition. Now it's time to click next. And Windows is installing. Okay, so it's asking me for the product key, so I don't have any key, so I'll do this later. Get going fast, change these at any time, blah 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 blah. Use... yeah, you know what, let's use express settings, just a moment. Alright, let's go. So let's make a username. Did I word it right? Yeah, Lewy guy. I don't know if I should really put the password. Yeah, I can skip the password, like Windows don't even care about this. Just a moment. Restart, dude. Oh ho ho, epic moment! My favorite part. This is the reason why I love Windows 10. This. I hope. The message has changed. There, so now we just install Windows 10, and oh my god, just look at that pretty beautiful thing. The desktop! Is there any sound? There is sound! Hang on. There, look at that! Windows 10. I'm going to set up a few things. I'll be right back. So yeah, try to fix a few things. No, not Windows 10 Pro. It's not really product key I wanted to change. Okay, so now I'm restarting without the bootable device. And this wallpaper actually is amazing. Look at that. In fact, did you know the Windows 10 wallpaper was made in real life? Yes, I know I'm spitting facts. Okay, so we can try a bunch of stuff, like, as you can tell, go in the File Explorer. This PC has a really big hard drive, This is really great. It has, hang on, I will show you the specs, settings. Yeah, it's not supposed to run Windows 10 Pro. I thought that the setup they were going to make you choose between Pro and Home, but looks like I didn't have any choice. They forced me to use Pro. But well, as you can tell, I'm using Windows 10 Pro. The Intel, it's a Celeron. It's just the worst processor I've ever seen. 1.1 gigahertz. Oh my god. It's even less than Vista PC, can you believe it? It has 4 gigabytes of RAM. Not bad, but not good either. It has a 64-bit operating system, a 64-bit base processor. Okay, so as you can tell, this is pretty much what I have on this PC. Yeah, the processor is terrible, I'm not gonna lie. 1.1 gigahertz is terrible. Yeah, like I said earlier, the sound does work. However, I do not have all drivers. For example, I don't have the network drivers. This means that it cannot connect to the internet. And for that, I need to download them from acer.com. And yeah, since the compact does not want to cooperate with me, I cannot do anything much. Yeah, there's everything, as you can tell. Yeah. So let's open multiple tasks, or should I say programs. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that's enough. And a secret feature I can use, or should I say it's not very that secret. If you press Windows and this, you can change between different programs. So yeah, I'm going to close Edge because it's not connected to the internet. I do not have network drivers. And yeah, that's pretty much what Windows looks like actually. I cannot really do much because I don't have all drivers. For example, the network drivers, I have to download them from the Acer website. The problem is the compact, my only one laptop remaining, does not work anymore for some reason. And so I cannot download and install the drivers. So yeah, I'm stuck, but I still think this is alright because it works, as you can tell. It works, and there's a lot of changes between the 22H2 version and this version. So this is the first version introduced by Microsoft. This version is really cool. Look at that. Windows 10 desktop wallpaper looks awesome. It looks sick compared to right now, which is just simplified and not crazy. In this case, yeah, I know. In this case, yeah, this PC does run well. That's great. I wasn't sure if it were running Windows 10 actually, but it does, so it's a good thing. Again, guys, I do not lie. If you search Windows 10 build 10240 2015 Microsoft Corporation, alright, reserved, the Windows 10 Pro operating system, blah 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 blah. And here's my username. That's just very dumb. I cannot connect it to the internet because I don't have the right drivers. But the compact does not want to work anymore, so yeah, I'm kinda stuck with this PC with of the drivers remaining, but it works, so I cannot tell bad or good stuff. It's just alright. So yeah, that's it. I don't have really much else to do because again, I'm stuck on the desktop. Yeah, I can still try to play some audio. For example, if I go to Windows Media, as you can see, I have all sounds, all of the Windows sounds here. Yeah, these are pretty much Windows Vista sounds. For example, this one. And even the startup sound actually is a Windows Vista sound. I show you down. Windows Vista. This isn't really the Windows startup sound, it's just, I have no idea why is this here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, for example, if you go to all apps and you want to open the, for example, I don't know what you want. You have the smooth animation that is not really here in Windows 10 22H2 anymore. They removed some animation that sucks. For example, the window opening animation, they pretty much removed that on 22H2. Well, it's remaining for a few programs, but in this case it's only here. Windows 10, after all, is a great operating system. Sure, it's not great as Vista or 7 is, or even XP, which is a legend, but at least Windows 10 had its lifespan. It has its great life. At least it wasn't hated like Vista or even 8 or 8.1 for being treated as a terrible operating system. At least Windows 10 had its great story life, and I am convinced that Windows 10 will still have a bright future even after the end of support. I don't know much about Windows 11. Just like XP, Vista, 7, even if they're dead, they will still be alive and we'll still be using them for whatever's the reason, because we cannot afford that. Windows 11, $40 activation key. And yeah, we have all the bloatware. We don't care that much about the bloatware because we can remove it. And still, there's not that much bloatware on this version of Windows 10, much as the 22H2 version. Or it's probably because this computer has been reset or something. Okay, so so I don't have anything else much to say, so we just shut down Windows 10. As you can tell, my installation just survived, as you can tell. Okay, so that wraps up this installation, setup, and rediscovery of Windows 10. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and bye.